So when you look at pornography, you get a shot of dopamine. It's the same stuff that happens when you do drugs. It's the same stuff that happens when you're on fun rides. Like it's a part of the brain, it's a pleasure part of the brain. It's a pleasure neurochemical. Now, when you look at pornography, that's all that gets released is the dopamine, just like a drug. That's why it can become addictive. Now, by the way, when dopamine starts pumping through your brain, what ends up happening is all the receptor cells where you sense dopamine and whatnot, it ends up numbing some of it out. So you got to do more and more and more. You guys know that from stories about drug addiction, right? That people who are addicted to drugs have to start using more and more and more, right? Same thing with pornography. More extreme, more extreme, more extreme. And it numbs us out to what's going on around us, including being with our partners. So we're not coming here with a moralistic message saying, pornography is bad, although it is. You shouldn't do pornography, although you shouldn't, for moral reasons. All true, but that's not what we're saying. What we're saying is, if you want an abundant life, if you want a truly abundant life, you have to be able to feel it. And you cannot feel it if you're numb. Does that make sense? We're talking about abundance, not necessarily morality, although it's wrong. We're talking about abundance now. Now, here's the cool thing. When you're talking about, Brandon's been talking about being bonded. When you're bonded with your partner, when you're with your partner, not by yourself, not with something else, not with pornography, but when you're with your partner, you get other neurochemicals that pop out. And those neurochemicals are called oxytocin. It's called the cuddle hormone. Now, what the cuddle hormone does is while dopamine's being released, oxytocin's being released, and you start to feel cuddly and loving with your partner. It also stops that, how you have to, dopamine, you have to keep doing more and more and more to get the same result. Oxytocin stops that. So you become not numbed out, you become sensitive. And that means that every time can be like the first time. I'm going to say that again. Every time can be like the first time.